Yo, what is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 gameplay video. Hey, this video is sort of going to be the antithesis, the opposite of the video that I posted previously, which is all about playing hyper-aggressive with shotguns. And, I really enjoy that playstyle. It can be really fun, really dynamic, and there's a lot of movement coupled with that, so it can be really exciting. But in this video, we're going to talk about having a precision-based loadout. So things like, well, specifically in this video, you're going to see hand cannon and sniper. And before I get into the meat of some of my basic tips for running a loadout that is based on precision, I will just go ahead and get out of the way. The hand cannon is Sunshot. It is fully masterworked. It has lots of range and stability. Sunshot is just one of my favorite guns in Destiny. I'm going to be honest, I absolutely love this gun. Love the way it looks, love the way it feels, love what it does. I like big, fiery explosions, and I love getting some pretty cool collateral kills with it in the Crucible. So the sniper rifle that you're going to see is the Bite of the Fox, the new Iron Banner sniper rifle. Mine has opening shot, snapshot, and targeting adjuster mod on it as well. I have a full video on this sniper if you want to see some greasy clips with it in particular. So this is my precision based loadout that you're going to see in the video. I'm running on my Warlock, so you're going to see some of the new Stormcaller super in here. That new Stormcaller skill tree is what I was using in this gameplay. So first basic tip, if you're using precision based loadouts, the number one tip for success with these things in the overwhelming majority of your lobbies and the people that you're going to fight, I mean, not at the upper end of the skill levels, maybe people are going to be sliding and jumping around corners, but for the most part in quick play, people come around the corners, they run around the corners, which means if you get used to just kind of sighting in at head level, then hey, you're set for most of your engagements. People will come around and they'll come into a lane or into a doorway or into your field of view, and they will do so at head level. Sometimes players will jump or slide into those lanes, but it's not overly abundantly common. Regardless of what platform you're playing on, people come around the corner usually at head level. So you can take your shots at them unless they know you're there or they're expecting you or they're already engaged with you. That's when they start to mix up their movement. But if they're just coming around a corner, usually at head level. So get used to scoping in at head level. So you're going to get your headshots with your bows, with your snipers. Those are really going to be crucial. And especially even with a hand cannon. So you just get those precision modifiers up, bam. Guys drop pretty quickly if you get a nice headshot to open up the engagement with. So sighting in at head level. And not your head level, by the way. You have to look at the ground that they're going to be standing on when they come around. You got to adjust your elevation based on where their head should be. So that makes sense. That's a pretty easy one, but it's just like one of the number one things that when I watch people play with precision-based weapons, and I'm just wondering, like, hey, why aren't you scoping in at head level? It's something to easily overlook, but it's really, really simple. Get in the habit of doing that. You're going to set yourself up for success. The other thing I would say, freaking body shot shaming is a real thing. Don't worry about it, okay? Body shotting with precision weapons is okay, and sometimes it's the right call. There's absolutely nothing wrong with getting a body shot, okay? You watch the professionals in games like Halo, Call of Duty. I mean, people go for body shots, and then they intentionally go for the body shots. In certain situations, they take the shot they've been given because sometimes if you're too slow, you're too patient trying to wait for that perfect shot, right? Sometimes you lose the engagement because you waited too long. If you've taken the body shot, bam, that's a butt ton of damage. Then you can swap to a primary or an ability or a melee and clean up the kill or call it out to one of your teammates. So, if you got a body shot available, and you take it. There's nothing wrong with a body shot. Professionals do it. It is the smart move. Yeah, it's probably not going to end up on a montage, but we're not trying to get montage plays here. We're trying to win matches, right? Trying to secure your kills and play well. So, if you got the body shot and you're afraid that, this person already sees you and you don't want to get flinched or get hit first, sometimes it's just smart just to take the body shot. If they don't know you're there or you have the freedom and you have the time to line up the headshot, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go for it. But otherwise, sometimes it's smart just to take the body. The other thing I'd say, abilities and primaries, they clean up bodies very, very well. So get used to just Instantly, as soon as you hit a body shot, you're not going for another body shot to clean it up. The second you take that shot, even if it ends up being a headshot, cool, you can switch right back to your sniper. But as soon as you pull the trigger, swap, or start looking at what abilities you got cooldown that you can clean it up with. Really, really important. Other thing I'd say, mobility is important. You got to learn how to create distance. Sometimes you have to backpedal. Someone will come around the corner with a shotgun out. And it's something as simple as walking backwards while you shoot could save your life and make them look pretty foolish as they just run in a straight line with a shotgun or try and close the gap, right? And you just gun them down. So mobility, really, really important. Learn how to create space. And another thing that sort of ties into that is don't overextend yourself. Don't walk right up, 10 feet away from a corner of a lane that someone's about to peek. If you're running a sniper rifle, that's dumb. Okay, give yourself some space to work with when they come around that corner. Don't overextend yourself. Make sure you're giving yourself plenty of space to engage these people. Don't approach too up close and personal and then be mad when you can't snipe. You know what I mean? So another thing, map rotation awareness. Sometimes the spawns flip and they're going to start spawning in different areas. And if you're too busy hard scoping where they used to be, I mean, you're going to get hit from the side, you're going to hit from behind. So learn how to not be too focused on staying ADS, staying hard scope. That's going to get you killed. Try and be aware of what's happening around the map and where the teams are starting to spawn. Control points are a dead giveaway. Start seeing it fill up with red. Hey, now you know they're spawning over at C. No big deal. So try and be aware of that. You don't want to get blindsided. Super important, strafe. Learn how to strafe. Okay, as you're strafing back and forth in the middle of your shots, you see this a lot with my hand cannon gunplay here in the gameplay. Learn how to strafe. Super, super important. You're going to avoid taking some damage, especially from pulse rifles. They're going to miss a bullet or two out of a burst sometimes just because you're strafing. So it helps you avoid damage. It also is a great way to help you line up a shot. Some people think the right thumbstick is the only thumbstick you should be using when aiming. That's absolutely not true. Sometimes you don't move the right thumbstick at all. All you're doing is strafing and pulling your reticle into someone's face, right? It's totally fine to use the left thumbstick, to use your strafing or your WASD keys, to use those to line up a shot. Nothing wrong with that at all. So make sure that you're using your strafe to avoid damage and help with aiming. The other thing I'd say is precision weapons are really, really good at supporting teammates. Look at what they're shooting at. Look at the lanes they're engaging. You know, the thing about precision weapons is they do a lot of damage in a single bullet, okay? ARs can't do that. ARs try to tickle them to death over a period of time, but, you know, hand cannons, sniper rifles, bows, they do a lot of damage up front. So, you know, to help someone get a quick leg up in a fight, you're giving them just one extra bullet sometimes. You're giving a teammate one extra bullet to work with that you put down range to hit somebody that they're gunning down. It's going to help them win the fight. You're going to have numbers on the remaining players because of it. So learn how to look where your teammates are, what they're shooting at, and learn how to support them. Last thing I'd say, snapshot is great. Enhanced unflinching, armor perk is great. Dexterity armor perks are great. Targeting armor perks are great. Learn how to make a build that sort of synergizes all these things, utilizes all these things. Make sure, okay, I got a helmet with dexterity on it. I got arms with reload speed for my hand cannon. I got a chest with, unflinching on it. I got boots with targeting on them. Learn how to couple these things to set yourself up for success. So, anyways, just some quick tips for you. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and the gameplay and the advice. Be warm and well fed, my friends. I hope to catch you in the Crucible.